The feud between Jordan Poole and Draymond Green seems not to ever end. Like a recurrent injury, it always comes up and has left the basketball world puzzled as to why Green had to punch Poole. Well, Stephen Curry, the NBA's best shooter of all time, has given his verdict on the matter, and we're set to reveal what he said. Join us as we explore how Stephen Curry proves why Jordan Poole deserved to get punched. Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, once teammates, have now gone their separate ways after Poole's move to the Washington Wizards. In a recent interview, the 24-year-old shooting guard expressed his admiration for fellow players like Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, but interestingly omitted any mention of Draymond Green. As the dust settled from the whirlwind trade that saw Poole donning the colors of the Wizards, he spoke candidly about the bonds he had formed with his former Golden State comrades. Yet, intriguingly absent from his glowing recollections was any mention of Draymond Green. The omission did not go unnoticed, as observers wondered about the unspoken truths that had led to their apparent separation. Rewinding the tape to a chapter shrouded in tension, footage of a heated exchange between Green and the young Poole was revealed. A punch thrown in the heat of the moment left a lasting impression, their interactions thereafter veiled in silence. Curiously, both men had opted for keeping quiet whenever confronted with inquiries about the incident, an unspoken agreement to keep the lid on an unresolved feud. Poole's admiration for Curry and Thompson is clear, as he lauds them as the greatest shooters in the history of the game. He speaks of the invaluable lessons learned from them on and off the court, emphasizing the practical insights gained through their mentorship. The bond formed during this time remains strong, as Poole expresses his ability to reach out to Curry and Thompson for advice. Rumors have, however, circulated that the discord between Poole and Green played a significant role in Poole's departure. The locker room atmosphere reportedly changed as a result of this conflict, potentially contributing to the Warriors' inability to defend their NBA championship, culminating in a second-round playoff exit. Despite the speculation, Poole attempted to downplay any impact of the drama on the team's performance. Following their playoff defeat, he stressed the positive aspects of the season, pointing out the team's achievement and exciting moments. However, the unresolved tension between Green and Poole continued to simmer, resurfacing 9 months later. The incident in question occurred in October 2022 and quite caused a stir. Draymond Green delivered a powerful punch to Jordan Poole, leading to widespread shock within the organization and the basketball community. The incident's video became public, and to his credit, Green took responsibility for his actions. However, on July 19th, during a conversation on the Pat Bev podcast with Roan, Green expressed that the violence might have had some justification. Green emphasized that he didn't resort to physical actions without reason. He pointed out that such reactions aren't triggered suddenly and often stem from ongoing dialogues and exchanges. He hinted that there were certain unspoken matters known amongst men that might have provoked him. While Green didn't disclose the exact words Poole used, he insinuated that Poole had crossed a line multiple times, ultimately leading to this altercation. Green implied that Poole's behavior played a role and that the blame shouldn't be solely on him. Though the specific content of Poole's comments remains undisclosed, it's challenging to determine how Green should have appropriately responded. What's clear, however, is that the video of Green physically confronting his younger teammate during a practice scrimmage had a profound impact. Poole was evidently embarrassed, and their personal and professional relationship suffered. Even the team's head coach, Steve Kerr, acknowledged that Green's actions had a detrimental effect on the team's unity and chemistry throughout the year. Now, with Poole being part of the Washington Wizards and no longer in close proximity to Green, he seemed to respond indirectly on Instagram. The caption of Poole's post quoted lyrics from a song by Gunna, suggesting that Green should move on from the incident. Poole's father, Anthony Poole, also chimed in on Twitter, expressing his negative feelings towards Green, calling him a soft and lame, adding that Green can meet him anytime he wants. Green, who re-signed with the Golden State Warriors on a substantial 4-year, $100 million contract, didn't let these comments slide. He retorted, playfully mocking Poole's father while reminding him to be mindful of his language, as some words don't go over well amongst men. Ironically, Poole was traded to the Wizards, while Chris Paul III returned to the Warriors. This trade involved 2 players with whom Green had conflicts, Poole and Paul. Green also discussed his sentiments about playing alongside Paul in the upcoming season, admitting that his past dislikes won't just vanish because they're now teammates. Green highlighted his eagerness to engage in mature conversations and collaborations. Let's take a look at the timeline of Draymond Green, Jordan Poole beef. The ongoing feud between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole has been a topic of intense discussion since last year. This clash, which struck a blow to Golden State's hopes for a repeat championship, continues to capture attention even in the off-season doldrums. The story's significance stems from its impact on a dynasty that had dominated the NBA for almost a decade, with the Warriors weathering numerous challenges but possibly unraveling due to this incident. The altercation where Green's fist met Poole's jaw symbolized how the team's own strengths could contribute to their own downfall. The convergence of Green's fiery temper and Poole's audacious personality created friction on a squad that coach Steve Kerr intentionally empowered to express themselves fully. While Green remains vocal about the incident, Poole has mostly chosen silence, relying on cliches and on memes to deflect attention, although he recently hinted at Green's insistent chatter on his Instagram story. The incident's details remain somewhat shrouded in mystery, with the one tantalizing element being what exactly Poole said to trigger Green's reaction. Regardless, the timeline leading to this point is worth revisiting. In October 2022, reports emerged of a physical altercation between Green and Poole during practice, prompting the team to consider disciplinary action against Green. A subsequent TMZ video showed Green confronting Poole, who pushed him away, resulting in Green landing a forceful punch on Poole's jaw. The Warriors launched an investigation to uncover the video's source, while Green faced criticism that perhaps should have been aimed more directly at him. Green later addressed the media, expressing regret and apologizing for the incident. He acknowledged the embarrassment caused to Poole and vowed to assist both the team and Poole's family moving forward. Green temporarily stepped away from the team to address personal issues contributing to his behavior. The Warriors ultimately chose to fine, but not suspend Green. Poole, for his part, did not view a suspension as necessary. This decision not to suspend Green was justified by the Warriors' overall track record and collective experience. Poole apparently did not believe a suspension was necessary. Coach Kerr justified this decision by citing the team's track record and collective experience. The Warriors have previously managed Green's temper without official sanctions, and this time, they leaned on their history and Poole's willingness to move forward. Timing also played a part, as they wanted Green present for the regular season opener, where the team would receive their championship rings. Just 10 days after the well-known altercation, Poole secured a substantial 4-year, $140 million contract extension with the Warriors. This marked a significant move during an off-season where the team allowed Peyton II and Porter Jr. to leave. The decision indicated the Warriors' commitment to a two-timeline strategy that contributed to their recent championship victory. Meanwhile, Green, also in line for a new contract, opted not to sign an extension. This led to speculations around the league that this season might be his last with the Warriors. The situation is crucial for the former Defensive Player of the Year. Given the looming luxury tax expenses for the team owner Joe Lacob, it's likely that someone will be departing, and it probably won't be the recently extended 23-year-old player. On October 16th, Poole spoke to the media for the first time since the incident. Draymond apologized, and we plan on handling ourselves that way. We're going to play basketball. Everybody in the locker room knows what it takes to win a championship, and we're going to do that on the court. That's really all I have to say on the matter. We're here to win a championship and keep hanging banners. Despite being the victim, Poole consistently responded with concise and professional statements, aiming to move past the incident, despite ample reasons for a more emotional reaction. The night before the Warriors' ring ceremony, Green addressed the incident through a self-produced documentary aired on TNT. He acknowledged the leaked video, but noted he was occupied with spending time with his daughter and working out during the time away from the team. In the documentary's closing moments, he expressed that hitting rock bottom only allows for upward progress. However, his words resembled those of someone attempting to salvage a declining reputation. Coach Kerr always aimed to create an environment where players could express themselves, leading to the unlocking of Green's potential and that of others. Yet, in retrospect, it's evident that the organization failed to strike the right balance between freedom and accountability. The Warriors seemed to rely on their past crisis management successes, neglecting the core principles that had fostered an atmosphere of trust. In a recent podcast conversation with The Ringer, however, Steph Curry openly discussed the preseason incident involving Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. Curry highlighted the numerous discussions held within the team during training camp and subsequent season to ensure unity and clear expectations in terms of interpersonal dynamics and professionalism. He addressed the challenge of managing the aftermath of the altercation, acknowledging the discomfort it caused and the effort required to mend personal relationships. The situation prompted deliberations about potential solutions, with Curry mentioning the ongoing debates among coaching staff and the front office regarding the appropriateness of a suspension. He emphasized that the team engaged in extensive conversations and exchanges during the period to determine the most suitable course of action. Despite the complexity of the matter and the various factors that had to be considered, Curry expressed that he does not hold any regrets about how the situation was handled. Curry's response provided a comprehensive understanding of the incident's repercussions, acknowledging its impact on the team while also recognizing the team's commitment to navigating the situation responsibly. His perspective underlined that the outcome, while unfortunate, was managed with a concerted effort to make the best decision for all parties involved. What do you say about this? Let us know down in the comment section.